Hello, hello, hello to all of my Geminis. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your special reading on today. I hope you all are having a good day, Gemini. I know you are. All right, so what do we know about our Geminis? Okay, Geminis, air sign, very smart, very intellectual, and very powerful by nature. You all are just very powerful. Geminis are lively, they're energetic, they're very versatile, very intellectual, lives primarily in your mind rather than in your emotions. And you're extremely adaptable in situations, right? And so if you are not, we probably want to check your heart chakra, right? And so your most likable trait, Gemini, is your responsiveness, right? Your responsiveness. Your polar opposite sign is Sagittarius. For all of my Geminis. For all of my Geminis. Let's get into your reading, Geminis. Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading for my Geminis as it relates to all areas of their lives, specifically in areas of power and intellect, also in areas of money and wealth, also in areas of spirituality and where they need to take action, also in areas of creativity and emotions. What information do we have for our Geminis? If you want to see why Sagittarius is your polar opposite sign, Gemini, or you want to ask questions or you want a personal reading, please contact me at 202-460-3205, both inside the United States and outside of the United States. If you're calling from outside the United States, please use the country code number 1. Yes, and use WhatsApp. It's going to save you a ton of money. Let's get into your reading, Gemini. Let's see what the cards have to say. I see legacy wealth. Okay, let's see. Boom! We have the Ten of Pentacles. Legacy wealth, right? Remember I said you all most likable trait is your responsiveness, right? And so you all are, skillful at handling other people and very brimful of new ideas. You're just some awesome people, Geminis. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Like I said, before we even get more into the cards, remember I said if you all at your highest height, your highest frequency, those are your characteristics, the ones that I just named, saying that you're lively, you're energetic, versatile, and all those wonderful things. If that is not how you feel and you kind of feel like you're not at your highest, you may want to check your heart chakra, right? And so your heart chakra is, that area that connects with love and affection. It really does. But look at this. We're talking about legacy wealth. Let me move some other things around here. But yeah, we're talking about legacy wealth, right? Boom. Let's put this right here for just a second. Just a second. So a lot of you also, what's interesting is, because remember when I first started and I talk about, give me information, I'm asking the Most High God, I'm asking the universe, I'm asking ancestors for some answers specifically for people, right? And so, with your heart chakra, you're dealing with, it's about being connected with yourself, right? As well as cultivating joy, self-love, and compassion. That's key for you all, right? And so another thing I'm looking at here are the Eight of Cups. Let me see if I can get in here. So the Eight of Cups is really about really introspection mode, like deeply thinking about something, right? That's what the Eight of Cups is about. It's about changing direction in your life, moving on from something, but just really in introspection mode, right? The Cups cards are attached to the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, right? And then we have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is about deep feelings. It could be romance. It could be love, romance, new romance. It could be deep feelings, free flow, right? Beginning of something, right? New opportunities, wonderful things right here with the Ace of Cups. So you all could be moving on from something old into something new. And then here we go with the Five of Cups. This is really about perspective, right? And so when you're walking away for something or walking into something new or leaving something, that may have been disappointing for you. It may feel like a setback, but it's all a matter of perspective, right? maybe even feeling deprived of love to some degree, right? But this is really, really about, sometimes this is about wishing that you could change the past, but there's nothing to go back to, really. You could wish and you could hope, but this is really about you taking your power back. Remember when I say, you are kind of in introspection mode, not kind of, you are in introspection mode for a lot of you, introspection mode and thinking about past relationships, somebody that you care deeply about, or moving into the future, moving on from a relationship that didn't necessarily work out right. So for some people, and I got this for another group of people too, for some people, this is about self-sabotage, that you really have the power to move on from something that hurt you deeply, something you had deep feelings, or someone you had deep feelings about. You really have the power to move on. And so this is about self-sabotage. All you have to do is, like I said, change your perspective and start to focus on your blessings. Create a gratitude list. Okay, here are things that I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for waking up in the morning. I'm grateful that I can breathe. I'm inhale and exhale. I'm grateful that I can move my limbs. I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for that kind of thing, or whatever it is. I'm grateful I can move my eyelashes, my eyes. I'm grateful for things that a lot of people wish they were in your shoes for, but that you're just really, really grateful. You're just a posture of gratitude, right? That will remove this bondage. This will remove those blindfolds from your eyes so you can see life as it really is. See this person down here? You can see life for what it really, really is. And then I'm looking at the Knight of Swords, right? This is about you having an intense, radical focus, right? Being very self-assured that you made the right decision. You made the right decision. You know that you're powerful. You're intellectual. You have this intense focus. You're, like I said, almost obsessive about moving forward, right? You are just like, listen, I'm moving on. I'm focusing on my family. I'm focusing on the things that make me happy, the things that I'm rich in, and so we're talking about money and wealth when we look at Pentacles, right? So wealth could mean richness in your family, things that you are reconnected with. You're focused on things that really, really matter, even if it's just you and your child, or you and your children, or you and your parents, or whatever, or you and your grandparents, or you and your cousins, or whatever, but you're focused on what's most important. You walked away from something that deeply hurt you. You were a bit pessimistic about it for a minute, until you started to see, wait a second, I have the power to change the direction, in any direction I want to go in. Again, this is dealing with your heart chakra, right? So what's interesting about the heart chakra is that not only can you meditate, meditation exercises, you can put on some high vibrating music, which is free on YouTube. Put on some high vibrating music. You can also grab your crystals. Now, some crystals that I can recommend that resonate with your heart chakra are rose quartz. Do I have rose quartz over here? Because I know I sold out of a lot of my crystals and stones, but this is a huge rose quartz right here. The beautiful thing about the rose quartz is that it helps you to forgive yourself. It helps you, it is directly connected to your heart chakra, right? The emerald, the green tourmaline, the jade, green calcite, green kyanite, the peridot, do I have any more? Okay, yep. Yep, green tourmaline. It just really, really helps you to reconnect with yourself more so than anything, to forgive yourself, forgive other people that may have hurt you in the past, and just focus on healing, right? This is about you healing. Yeah, this is really, really, really about you healing. Now, here we go, the Ten of Swords, right? So apparently somebody hurt you really, really bad, right? This is why I'm talking about the heart chakra and forgiveness. Somebody really hurt you bad. But guess what the beautiful thing about the Ten of Swords is? And I always like to remind people of how the Ten of Swords is really, really about a turning point in your life, right? It's about an enlightenment period in your life, from feeling backstabbed or feeling betrayed, right? It's really about a turning point happening in your life. Let's move this back. Let's push these over a little bit. Push this back. Let's get in here. All right. And then, you know, what's interesting is that we have the Nine of Cups. This is really about you winning, right? So this enlightenment for you and this turning point for you is a win for you. It's really a win for you. I want you to see that. Let's move this over here. Again, if you're interested in a personal reading, please contact me at 202-460-3205 if you want to talk more about it. Because I have had some outstanding conversations with many of you through personal readings, and we have just been having a great time, a great empowering time. So also, I'm looking at this right here, the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is really about trusting your intuition. You know, what's wonderful about like a relationship ending, it actually gives way, especially when you focus on your healing and loving yourself, because the first part of your healing is loving yourself deeper and harder, right? Acknowledging that, okay, it didn't work out. It may have hurt the whole 9 yards, but then you go into this mode of loving yourself deeper and harder, right? And then that, guess what? It opens up a space for a flirtatious admirer, or beginning a new love affair, or just having romantic feelings for somebody. But the first person that you're falling in love with is you. The first person you're falling in love with is you, right? And so, but it opens up windows of hope if you're interested in that, right? Sometimes, like I tell people all the time, everybody and everything serves a purpose in our lives. Everything, right? Sometimes relationships don't end the way we would have wanted them to end. But then when you look back over the relationship, you're like, wait a minute, hold on. Wait a second. Let me think. If that relationship had never ended, then I would have never met this person, right? And so again, it only happens when you start to love yourself deeper and harder, not when you're just fresh out of a relationship and you're like, I really want to find somebody, I really want to hop into something new. The best relationships happen is when you start the relationship with yourself, like loving yourself deeper and harder, right? And so that's critical. That's actually key, right? And then we have you know, the King of Swords, because for some of you, you are going to come in contact with somebody who has mental clarity, somebody who is very articulate, somebody who is very analytical, somebody who's very assertive and direct, somebody who's just as powerful and intellectual as you are. It's going to be crystal clear, right? And again, this is in the Aquarius, Gemini, Libra element, right? So not all is lost. Trust me, not all is lost. The universe actually made room. They removed that person out of your life to make room for the right person to come into your life. So let's put this here. Then we have the Four of Pentacles. So this is really about you just being real conservative. See this person holding on to their purse? This is about you being real conservative with your money. Like being very smart with your money. You know, not being frivolous, not going out here and just spending it on anything. This is really about you being really smart with your money. Like I said, you know, you're focused on what's most important. This is legacy right here. This is family. This is what makes you happy, joyful, right? And so that's where the wealth is for you. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is, let me see if I get up close. This is, you know, you just taking a practical approach to life, right? Just focusing on new projects, you know, focusing on your progress, you know, in life. Just again, focusing on what matters most to you, you know, making some very realistic aims, you know, in life, but just focusing on what matters most to you. Let's pull an oracle card and let's see what we have here. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, let's see what we have here. Creation 19. Whew, white. Very clear, like a light illuminating from the inside out, shining in you, right? Like I said, we start off with you walking away from something for your good, right? You now focusing on what's most important to you, your joy, your family, those things that are most important to you. And just feeling good about that, feeling good about the fact that you're focused on what's most important. Because a lot of times people don't focus on what's most important. They focus on when am I going to get into the next relationship? When is it going to happen for me? Like, that's what a lot of people focus on, but that's not you. You're like, you know what? I'm going to take the time that I need to love me harder and deeper. I'm going to fall back in love with myself. This is you talking. I'm going to fall back in love with myself, and I'm going to focus on my family, right? I'm going to focus on my family. I'm going to be conservative with my money. I'm just going to have laser focus. I'm going to get out of this self-sabotage and this self-bondage. I'm going to have laser focus, radical focus. And so things are, like I say, I'm going to, and not only that, 1 + 9 is what? 10. 1 + 0 is 1. And I put up a video about the significance of the number 1, but you are directly in line with the Most High God. And you're just in a real good spiritual place right now. You've reconnected with the Most High God. You're receiving, that is your source of your energy, where you're getting everything from right now. And that feeling for you is just like causing you to fall deeper in love with yourself, right? Because remember I said this Ace of Cups is about deep feelings, love, right? Having walked away from somebody that you care deeply about, but then in the interim falling deeper in love with yourself. And so thus being able to welcome a new romance in your life. That's if you want it. Not everybody wants a brand new romance in their lives, right? Because this is about loving you first and foremost. But this is a start of something new for you, right? This deeper, higher love is a start for you. And so your primary focus, like I said, laser focus is on you. You have this obsessive focus on you, which is a great thing, right? And so you've been through a lot. So as a result, it's all about you now. And that's all that matters. It's really all about you, because at the center of the universe is you, right? You and your power, and you being connected to the Most High God and receiving that love for yourself, and then the love for the Most High God. And then only then you'll start to see, okay, now that I ascend higher, that I can welcome in the love that I deserve, right? The kind of romantic love, but that's if you want it, because not everybody wants a new romantic love. But no matter what, you're winning. You're winning at all of this. But that's what I have for you. I hope you have a fantastic week. I know that you are. And like I said, your most likable trait, Geminis, is your responsiveness, right? So have a fantastic day. Okay, bye.